Hello again. If you own an online business selling a service of some kind or a product like a digital course, then you know you need a lead magnet to entice scrolling prospects, or as I like to say, hook the fish. In my book, Fishing with Dynamite, I prove beyond question that using a book that you've written as your primary lead magnet is the most powerful and alluring type of hook you can have. But let's say you've written and published a book and you want to use it as your business's primary lead magnet, your offer out there. The big question is, how do you actually give away your book? In this video, I want to share 3 strategies you can use to give away your book to potential customers or clients. And hey, if you don't know me yet, my name is Joel Hughes and I run a kick-ass publishing and marketing agency called Springboard Books, which is geared exclusively toward helping entrepreneurs, business owners, thought leaders, content creators to grow their business. I've written and published 9 books, and I'd love to help you publish your first book too. The best place to start learning how to do all this stuff that I talk about and teach is to get a copy of my little book, Fishing with Dynamite. It also comes with a ton of bonuses, free bonuses like the full audio version, 4 online courses, downloadable worksheets that go with the book, and the link and all the info is down below. So, okay, but enough of that. Let's talk about you and that kick-ass book that you're going to write and publish to grow your business. So let's jump into our topic. How do you give away this book once it's done? So as an online business owner, you know you need a lead magnet, and the most common ones promoted and used are a free training video, a free webinar, or a PDF download. I've downloaded dozens of PDF lead magnets, sat through dozens of webinars, and watched countless training videos. I would say 90% of the time, they are nothing more than thinly veiled sales ploys and a complete waste of my time. Most lead magnets fail because the fish are getting smarter to this crap, and we've been burned too many times by big promises that fail to deliver. But a book as a lead magnet, a real book as a lead magnet, is something totally different. Books are still special. They have substance. If it's a real book and not some cheesy 22-page ebook thrown together in a day, but an actual real book that's published, then you know it took considerable work, sacrifice, and money and thought to make that happen. It's something that the author poured his or her heart and soul into, and it's far more likely to contain solutions to your problems and answers to your questions. If you look at the top online entrepreneurs like Russell Brunson or Sabri Subi, they are offering a free book as their primary magnet for their lead magnet for their businesses. Their books serve as the starting point and entryway into their business ecosystem. But the big question many people have is, how do you give away your book? There are many ways to do this, but I want to share with you the 3 most popular methods in this video. Your book offer is your first offer, or what's called your acquisition offer, and it should be running 24/7. In my forthcoming book, Marketing with Dynamite, I give you tons of strategies how to get your book lead magnet out there. But here, let's just assume you are running paid ads on Facebook for your book offer. This is consistent, reliable, and always working for you. For clarity, I'm going to share with you 3 popular methods for giving away your book. And the first 2 methods are exclusively for delivering the digital version of your book. Method 3 is about sending out actual paperback copies. So you ready? All right, I know you are. Method number 1 is to offer your book 100% free as a digital download. This is what most business authors do, and it's totally fine and very effective. Now, there are a few different ways to do this and get your book to your to your leads or your prospects. Strategy number 1 for the 100% free offer is to have a landing page where people can click a button and instantly download the PDF version of your book. I do this with several small ebooks I wrote and I offer on my other company, Rebecca's Hope, rebeccashope.org. That's my wife and my other business that helps people with cancer. But people don't have to jump through any hoops. They just click a button and get the instant download 100% free. Strategy number 2 with the 100% free offer is to have an opt-in section on your landing page where people have to put in their first name and their email before they get the free instant download. So having people opt in first with this info, it's more in line with my fishing with dynamite strategy. Once you have their contact information, you can continue to communicate and market them through email. That is, if you do it right. When I offer digital downloads of my actual published books, I always give people the option to download either the PDF version of my book or the EPUB version, which is the version used for digital e-reader devices like a Nook or a Kindle device. You don't have to, you can just do the PDF if you want. I like to give people both options. You can also do this with an audiobook, which is very effective and also very cost effective. You can offer your audiobook for online listening or for download as an MP3. If you want to retain more control of your audiobook, you can upload it to your own website and allow people to listen to it from there. If you want to give your reader more control, you can upload the entire MP3 book into your Google Drive or your Dropbox or somewhere else in the cloud, and then allow people to download the entire book to their preferred device. Personally, as I do with Fishing with Dynamite, I give people both options. Strategy number 3 for the 100% free offer is to use a third-party service to host and deliver your book. Probably the best known service like this is called BookFunnel. It's a very cool company that can save you a lot of time because they do much of the technical heavy lifting for you. It's a paid service, though reasonably priced. And with BookFunnel, you design a landing page on their platform where your prospects can get in semi-instant download of your book. They offer different plans for different needs. For example, if you want to have people opt in and you want to capture their email address, that is a higher tier plan. With BookFunnel, though, you can also allow people to download your audiobook, which is pretty cool. Another option to BookFunnel is a company called Gumroad, where you can give your book out for free, the digital version. You can also give your audiobook out there too. Gumroad is, quote, free to use, but if you sell anything, they take a 10% cut. So you have to use their landing pages, which I'm not too hot on because they feel a bit dated and kind of childish. But I've used Gumroad for many projects, and it's easy to use and a viable option for your book delivery. The benefits of something like BookFunnel, again, is they do most of the technical heavy lifting for you, and you don't need to host your own website, incorporate opt-in features, and manage email lists. The downside is your loss of control. Their landing page tool is limited in design, and if you already have a website you like for your business, sending people off-site to a different page with a different look and feel, it's never good. But let's just step back, all right? Let's step back and look at the big picture of some pros and cons of giving away your book 100% free. The big pro or positive here is that you will get a lot more people downloading your book, which may be exactly what you want. The big con or negative is that most of those people will just be tire kickers and freebie seekers and will probably never read your book. That's the reality. If you're working as a traditional author and you just want to get your book out there, that may be fine. But if you're an entrepreneur wanting your book to build your business, the freebie seekers usually prove to be poor leads, and you have them opt in first with their contact info. They're just going to bloat your email list. Another con is that if you are running paid Facebook ads or other ads, you offer your book for free, and most of your takers are these poor leads. It will mislead Facebook's learning algorithm to continue targeting those types of people. It may feel good to have a lot of people downloading your book, but poor leads will eat up a lot of your time, either trying to close them on a sale or you're just going to bang your head against the wall trying to work with them. Okay, that is method number 1, which is the 100% free digital download offer. Let's now move on to the second method for the giveaway your book methods. Method number 2 is to offer your book for a fee, usually a small one. Method 1 uses a simple opt-in funnel, while this method uses what's called an acquisition funnel. For my company, Springboard Books, I use my book, Fishing with Dynamite, as our primary lead magnet. I debated for months when I first started this how I should offer this book. I went back and forth between the 100% free method and the offering for a small fee method. I eventually decided against the 100% free method and chose to sell the book with a ton of bonuses that come with it for $4.95. I will share with you reasons for this decision in a little bit, but for now, I want to cover how to do this. The main thing you need to do this is to have some kind of e-commerce checkout feature. If you host your own website or landing pages from places like Wix, Squarespace, or Shopify, they give you this feature. One of the platforms I use is Kajabi, and you can do it from Kajabi, sort of, but it's a pain in the butt, especially for the customer, because Kajabi is really built to sell online courses, memberships, and the like, coaching services, not so much digital PDF downloads. My top recommendation for doing this is a newer platform called Kifecta, which is what I built Springboard Books on. However you do it, you need a way to process people's payments, get that money into your account, and simultaneously deliver the product to them. Again, you can offer your book and charge a fee for it using BookFunnel as well as Gumroad, but if you are able, I recommend using your preferred web host. That is the one you have your business website built on. That way, your look and branding will be consistent and it will all feel in-house. It's just more professional looking, which is super important for credibility, right? Remember, these people thinking about downloading your book are usually cold leads, and like most of us nowadays, they're suspicious. Their BS detectors are turned all the way up. So appearing credible is very important at that stage of the game. So now, let's step back again and look at the pros and cons of offering your book for a small fee. And I say small because since your book is your company's lead magnet and you're not trying to sell your book as a traditional author, you usually want to offer your book at a very low cost, not your retail cost. The cons or negatives of asking potential leads for a small fee is that you will have a lot fewer people taking you up on your offer, and this can feel discouraging. But I think the pros far outweigh the cons. First, by charging a small fee, you are weeding out all of the freebie seekers and the tire kickers who have no real interest in your bigger upsells and your offers. Your small fee is qualifying the strong leads from the weak. When people book a call with you, they will be the best pre-qualified leads. The other big pro is that you're actually making some money, which is nice, which can offset your ad costs, or if you're doing well, they can cover all of your advertising costs. Okay, so that is method number 2 on how to give away your book, which is to offer the digital download for a small fee. Let's look at the final third method. Method number 3 is to offer people the option to get a physical paperback copy of your book. This is usually the most confusing and the most difficult for people to figure out, but if you can do it, it's the most effective method. I want to cover how you do this, that is, how you actually get a copy of your book into the hands of your prospects, and then I will share 4 strategies, real quick, how to structure your offer for this third method. So, first of all, how do you get a physical copy of your book into your prospects' hands? There are 2 main ways to do this. Number 1, you can publish your book on Amazon or elsewhere like Ingram Spark, buy a box of your books, say 100 copies, and then you do the actual packaging and mailing. This is a viable option if you're just starting out or if your audience is small and you don't anticipate tons of orders. You will need to figure out the money numbers though, and most likely you will be taking a loss of some kind. This may be okay with you though. Many businesses do this and it's called a loss leader, but it's usually not great for small businesses or solo entrepreneurs. But then again, if your premium service or offer on the back end is like 10 grand, then it may be worth it, because if just a small fraction of your readers buy your bigger service offer, then it might work just fine for you to mail out your own copies and take a small loss, if that's how the numbers work out. Now, if you don't want to mail your book yourself, you can simply direct people to your book on Amazon or wherever you published it. The call to action button, your CTA button on your book landing page, simply links over to your Amazon book page. This is the easiest way to do this, but also the least effective. For one, not everyone has an Amazon account or likes using Amazon. It also feels, I think, far less professional because it is the least professional way to do this. It just feels a little cheesy to me. Third, unless you price your book cheap on Amazon, the prospect will be paying retail price. But I think the biggest drawback to this way of doing it, sending people to Amazon, is that you can't collect the new lead's contact information. And I talk a lot about that in my book, Fishing with Dynamite. And as an entrepreneurial author, your goal is to get that info so you can nurture your new cold lead and warm them up over time through an email campaign. So I recommend either packaging and mailing your books out yourself, or you can use a third-party print-on-demand service to do it for you. And the one I recommend is called Book Vault. Book Vault is a POD, or a print-on-demand service that will print, package, and ship a copy of your book to your customers. They take a small fee or a small percentage of the cost, but it's very reasonable, especially if you anticipate selling lots of books. They offer lots of integrations so you can use your own landing page or website to sell directly from. Pretty dang cool. Okay, those are how you get your book into people's hands. Now, I want to quickly cover four different ways you can structure your offer to people online. First, you can simply charge a fee for the book, and you can charge them for shipping. The pro here is that it's less money out of your pocket, and if any money out of your pocket. But the con is that it creates hurdles that might trip up the sale, because it's the most expensive option for someone who is already a suspicious cold lead. So to charge them for the book and for shipping and handling. A second strategy for your offer is done by many of the big players out there, which is the free plus shipping model. Here you offer a paperback copy of your book for free as long as the customer covers shipping costs. If you are doing this from your own website and mailing the books out yourself, you can play with the numbers and massage those numbers so that you either take a small loss or possibly no loss at all on this. But this is an extremely effective model as a lead magnet offer. It's what Russell Brunson does with all of his books, like this one, .com Secrets, as well as Sabri Subi with his book, Sell Like Crazy. Free book, just pay the shipping and handling. A third way to offer your paperback book is to offer the digital download for free, but before they can get it, you hit them with an offer to upgrade and buy the paperback copy. This model is very effective, but also requires the most work, and you will need the right type of web hosting platform like ClickFunnels or Trifecta in order to do that upsell offer. A fourth and final way to offer your paperback is like the last one, but you charge a small intro fee for the digital version and you offer an upsell for the paperback. This is the model I use with Fishing with Dynamite. I charge $4.95 for the digital version, and I think it's $12.95 or $10.95 for the paperback. It also takes a lot more work and thought to set something like that up. But one tactic that really helps boost sales is if you also offer some valuable and relevant bonuses with the purchase of your book. And I do that with Fishing with Dynamite. Tons of bonuses come with it. So I charge $4.95 for the digital version, like I said, and $12.95 for the paperback. But if you buy either version, you get the full audio version of the book, narrated by me, 4 online book writing courses, downloadable worksheets that correspond with what I teach in the book. You get extra training videos on writing and book writing and all that stuff. So I put all these bonuses in a private web page that I call your tackle box. And I'll cover how to do all that in another video. Again, the benefit of charging some kind of fee for your book lead magnet is that it will weed out many of the poor leads and help give you quality leads. This method will give you the highest caliber leads because these people are willing to pay a little extra, wait for your book to arrive in the mail, the ones who want the paperback, and will thus much more likely read your entire book. A paperback book will get read much more likely than a digital copy. These are the people who take action and get shizzle done. Those are the people you want to work with. Well, that's it for this video. To recap, the 3 methods for, I've been doing a lot of quotes, I'm sorry, for giving away your book. Method number 1 is to offer your book 100% free as a digital download. Method number 2 is to offer your book for a small fee, or whatever fee you set. Method number 3 is to offer people the option to get a physical paperback copy of your book. I know it's a long video, but it's good stuff. In the next video, I'm going to share what happens on the back end. Once someone buys your book and gets on your email list, what is your ultimate goal of obtaining their contact information? Like, what do you do with it? And much more. So I'll see you there.